Hey everyone, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. For today's reading, I'm going to take a look at your love and relationship context and energy. I'm going to first look at you and the person on your mind, and then I will look at the energy in the recent past and then what is upcoming. Timestamps will be included in the description box, and I will see you at your sign. Hey Aries, hope you're doing well. For your reading today, I'm going to take a look at your energy, the energy of the person connected to you. Could be romantic, could be platonic, just depends on whoever is on your mind. And then I'll look at the recent past and then what is upcoming in the connection. I hope you are well. All right, let's go ahead and get into your energy. Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Aries. Let's take a look at Aries and the person on their mind. Aries and the person on their mind. Messages for the highest good of Aries and the person on their mind. Current, recent past, and upcoming. Current, recent past, and upcoming. Messages for the highest good of Aries. Let's do one more. Aries and the person on their mind. All right. So first I'm going to take a look at you and then the person that you are thinking about, and then what's the bridge between you. Keep in mind that energies can be reversed, so take it as it resonates for you. All right. So Aries, Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay. The person connected to you, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. And then the Bridge, Nine of Cups. All right. Wish fulfillment. Okay. Let's see your recent past. King of Wands, the Sun, the Lovers. Wow. That's some beautiful energy in the past. Let's see. Upcoming. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the World. That's the World is very interesting there. Are you closing out this cycle or are you opening up? Okay, so what I'm seeing in the current is the energy for you, Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So considering investment, what do I do potentially about this investment? Is it my wish fulfillment? For the individual that you're thinking about, the Emperor and Ten of Wands, is very difficult for this person to stand in their power, possibly to claim their wish fulfillment and their happiness within this connection. In the recent past, I see King of Wands, the Sun, the Lovers. This is a very, very strong spiritual and emotional connection. There's a lot of passion. Was a lot of joy and warmth within this connection. Very beautiful energy. But right now, in the current moment, I see two individuals that are really questioning whether, like, what to do about this connection. It's been hard. And there's a wavering of, is this my wish fulfillment? This is what stands between you right now. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Is this my happiness? And then what I see in the upcoming is Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the World. So Eight of Pentacles, investment. Knight of Cups in vulnerability and kind of putting our hearts on the line, right? And then the World. So the World, you're either closing this out or it is the end of some cycle within this connection. So I'm going to not clarify all the cards. I do want to see this bridge between you, the Nine of Cups. I feel like in the past, this is just beautiful energy. One an energy that was filled with warmth and passion and a very strong emotional and spiritual connection. The Lovers is also a major decision. It's a choice, right? We have to choose that kind of connection, and it challenges us. So I'm not sure what this bridge is between the two of you. 9 of Cups. Can I see 9 of Cups for Aries? 9 of Cups for Aries. One more. 9 of Cups for Aries. The bridge between Aries and the person on their mind. 9 of Cups for Aries. Two of Pentacles. The Emperor. The High Priestess. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is your energy. It's, what do I do? The Emperor is the person connected to you, and they're having a difficult time claiming empowerment within this connection, really claiming the connection. And is it my wish fulfillment? I feel like both energies are asking, like, is this my wish fulfillment? Is this what will make me happy? And when I clarify, Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, so that's both energies, and then the High Priestess. So I feel like both energies are trying to rely on their intuition. So it's, yeah, you're really trying to go within and rely on your intuition to guide you. Okay. That's good. That's good. Like going into a deep internal place and really wanting to listen to oneself. And I see that for both energies. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the World. Let me see this 8 of Pentacles. This is the upcoming. So this is investment. This is hard work, dedication, effort. Let me see this 8 of Pentacles. One more, 8 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles for Aries. Queen of Swords, Temperance, the Sun. I feel like here there's been resolve. It's taken a lot of time. There's been healing over and understanding the Sun, what will make us happy. It's taken a lot of time. But I feel like the 8 of Pentacles is showing after much healing and temperance and time, I understand more of what efforts and commitment and dedications will make me happy. The Sun, right? You show me the Sun down here as well. Show me the Knight of Cups. So this is the deliverance of one's heart. It's emotional vulnerability. Let's see, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Let's see where your heart is going. Knight of Cups for Aries. Two of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Pentacles. Making a decision. Making a decision about your 10 of Pentacles. This is your tree of life. It's everything you are connected to. Let me see this world. I feel like this might be wrapping up a cycle within this connection. Let me see. One more for the world. It's just very interesting. The world. Is this opening or closing? Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Five of Swords. So I feel like here it's the closing out of self-sabotage and overthinking emotional connection. So here, the Knight of Cups, the deliverance of one's heart, the deliverance of one's emotionality. There's a decision made about, you know, where do my emotions point? And really, it's connected to this idea of tree of life, ultimate abundance, ultimate fulfillment. It's taken a lot of time for this process. We have Temperance and Wheel of Fortune here. And here, the world, Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Five of Swords. It's like, I'm no longer going to overthink the investment in emotionally harmonizing with an individual. So we're here in the current moment. Both energies are kind of, oh, it's really hard to stand in my empowerment. It's really hard to claim this. I don't know what to do. Should I invest in this? Here, that same Page of Pentacles connected to Three of Cups, Five of Swords. It's like, I'm no longer going to overthink and potentially self-sabotage this investment. Okay. Let me get some, I'm going to get an oracle for you and then advice to close out your reading. Very interesting. So let's see what any oracle messages for Aries and this connection. Oracle message for Aries and this connection. Let's do one more. Oracle messages for Aries and this connection. All right. Oracle for Aries. Soulmates. Yeah. Soulmates. That's that lover's energy. You experienced it in the recent past. And I'm not sure what put you both into a state of indecision. But I think what helps is that you're both relying on your intuition. But yeah, soulmates. Number 41. And then 41 equals 5, which signifies change. And that's where that world energy comes in. Like, I'm no longer going to overthink this connection. I understand who this individual is to me. And I believe that's what the change is. Okay, let's get some advice for you. Can I get advice for Aries to close out the reading? Advice for Aries to close out the reading. Advice for Aries to close out the reading. One more. Advice for Aries. 3 cards of advice for Aries. Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, learning the truth about this is really saying there needs to be work done in terms of sadness of the past, memories of the past. There's sharp truth here. It's painful truths, it's hard-earned truths. And Spirit saying, put your work and effort into understanding possibly past grievances that have led to this current dynamic of indecision. There's some heartbreak here. There's some sadness and memories of the past that need to be dealt with. And because there's some truth that needs to be understood in regards to the past within this connection. And Spirit saying, invest in that. Do the hard work, right? The Ace of Swords is hard-earned truths, but we arrive at those truths through the inner work. And I see that with your High Priestess energy, really going within and understanding what kind of led up to this current moment. But I do see in the upcoming, the closing out of the overthinking, the investment. All right. All right, Aries, I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey, Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Leo. Let me show me Leo and the person on their mind. Leo and the person on their mind. I'm going to first look at the current energy for you, and then for the person on your mind and the bridge between you. And then I'll pull some cards for the recent past as well as the upcoming. At the end, I will get an oracle as well as advice for you. All right, messages for the highest good of Leo in terms of the person on their mind and the connection on their mind. Show me that Leo energy. What does Leo need to know about the connection on their mind? Please keep in mind that this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It is anyone that is on your mind at the present time. Show me Leo. All right, let's do one more. Leo and the person on their mind. Okay, that feels good. Messages for the highest good of Leo at the present time. All right, so Judgment. Temperance. Wow. That's some powerful spiritual energy there. So this is what I'm seeing as your energy. I'm going to pull their energy. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. Very, very grounded. You may be connected to an earth sign. And then bridge between you, the moon. Ooh, the unknown. The unknown. Let's see the recent past. Three of Pentacles. Cooperation. Page of Cups and openness. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, a very steady pathway of cooperation, harmony, being on the same page, being open to this pathway. Okay. Let's see upcoming. Eight of Cups. High Priestess. Knight of Swords. Okay. What I am seeing in your energy is this is a lot of spiritual influence, temperance, healing, judgment. You are attached to a judgment call. So some kind of decision. It's almost like I'm hearing, have I learned the lessons? Okay. Temperance and judgment. Perhaps feeling it's taking you some time and patience to arrive at a decision. But judgment it's higher than just a decision. It's like spiritual. There's that spiritual essence in both temperance and judgment. For the energy connected to you and reverse energies as it resonates with you. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity. King of Pentacles, there's a lot of grounding with this energy, a lot of stability. Perhaps this energy is seeing the connection with you as a solid opportunity for investment. But what stands between you is the moon. So could be unspoken. It could just be the unknown. I'll have to clarify that. Let me see. And then in the upcoming Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, Knight of Swords, there's an emotional detachment, Eight of Cups, but it's based on intuition, and it's being communicated. Let me see. I want to see the moon. Let me see the moon. This is the bridge between you. Can I see the moon for Leo and the connection on their mind? The moon. The moon can also represent intuition as well. One more, the moon for Leo and the connection on their mind. Judgment again. The Sun. Knight of Swords again. Judgment is referring to your energy. The Sun, Knight of Swords. There's a judgment call here about happiness and the Sun. This is your energy as well, the Sun. That's Leo's power card. So it's like almost like you're speaking your judgment call. It's almost like your lessons are being illuminated. And then I see that Knight of Swords up here. And it's based on your intuition. And then there's an emotional detachment. Show me. I want to see this energy because it's very grounded energy. I'm not seeing anything in here that would indicate like a reason, I guess, for an emotional detachment. I may have to push that judgment a bit further. Strength, Ten of Cups. Strength is you again. Ten of Cups is like greater context of my life. Let me look at this other energy. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. And this judgment may be attached to this person as well. And like a judgment call. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Let's do one more. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. There's a graduation of energy here with this person. And I see that same graduation in Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, right? Like an opportunity for a solid beginning and new opportunity, graduates to the King. And then here, Page of Swords, where I once had little insight, potentially about my heart, I now understand it more. Queen of Swords. So we go from the Page to the Queen. That's amazing. Let me see this High Priestess in the upcoming. So this Knight of Swords can be this individual communicating that, like, their heart, and maybe it was unknown, right? Like they're illuminating this judgment, this understanding of their heart space, and the love that they have, and how, like, the warmth and the joy within this connection. Show me this High Priestess. One more, High Priestess. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. There's definitely some sadness and memories of the past, possibly feelings of missed opportunity about investing in love. Somebody intuitively is understanding that. Then what is this Eight of Cups? I'm so, like, the energy is not matching up. This is all beautiful energy. It's understanding, it's judgment, it's spiritual understanding. What is the Eight of Cups? Where's the emotional detachment? Can I see this Eight of Cups? One more for Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Queen of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. There's a detachment from avoiding investing. I feel like that's from this energy. So the Eight of Cups can be, it's like emotional resolve, right? Seven of Swords, that's like an avoidance, or almost like lying to oneself about investment. So here, this energy goes from the Seven of Pentacles, and sadness over possibly not investing in this love opportunity, to feeling regret and remorse over it. Here, that Seven of Pentacles goes to the Eight, and it's saying, like, I'm no longer going to avoid investing. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, into a Queen of Wands, which is your energy, Leo. So, okay. So you may not be connected to this energy right now. If you are, there's just a lot of spiritual understanding and insight gained about investment and heart space, and the potential for investing more. I want to see this judgment on your end, temperance and judgment. Let me see temperance and judgment together for Leo. Temperance and judgment for Leo. And then I may take a look at that Knight of Swords, which is the communication. Temperance and judgment for Leo. 7 of Wands. The Emperor. 10 of Pentacles. Boundaries surrounding your tree of life. You've done a lot of healing. You are claiming your authority over your tree of life. So this is everything that you are connected to. It looks like you've learned lessons in terms of having boundaries for yourself, and protecting, right? Protecting your tree of life, and your abundance. Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to want to take a look at this Knight of Swords. I want to see this communication. Knight of Swords. It looks like in the recent past, there was a very, very steady pathway, but I do see the Page of Cups. So just a small feeling of being open. It strengthens into the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups. That's a lot stronger. That's a more claiming and understanding energy than the Page. The Page is just like, I'm open, right? Show me this Knight of Swords. I want to see this communication. Really what I see from your energy is I've done a lot of healing. I know how to make decisions that are in alignment with my 10 of Pentacles, my tree of life, what I desire for my world. Show me that Knight of Swords. One more. Knight of Swords. The World. The Hanged Man. The Chariot. Okay. So I see new perspective being gained about the world, possibly an ending. And then the Chariot, this is a very swift, once again, Knight of Swords, the Chariot, very swift energy, very swift communication. The Chariot is very determined. And it looks like what's being communicated is new perspective about, I think, about investment. And perhaps this was a cycle that is closed for you because I see you with boundaries. Can I see this Chariot? Who is this? Who is this to Leo? One more for the Chariot. Very interesting, Leo. Queen of Swords. It's this individual. It's this energy. Ace of Swords, they're communicating their truth, their hard-earned truth, and they're delivering their heart. They're speaking from their heart. They're speaking from their truth. They've gained new understanding about the love that they have. Wow. Okay. Five of Pentacles, someone that you've had a break with, and that possibly moved away from this connection. And I just see you with some boundaries in place. And really, it's just more of, this is what's important to me, my abundance and everything that I am connected to. And I have to have boundaries around that. I've done my healing. I've learned my lessons. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing a decision from you. I think I'm just capturing a snapshot of the communication and the thought process for both energies. All right, let me get an oracle for you, and then I'll get advice. Can I get an oracle for Leo? Oracle for Leo. Oracle for Leo. I do feel like with that moon energy, this is unknown to you. You don't see this coming, perhaps. One more. Oracle for Leo. If this is someone that you're currently connected to, you just don't realize yet the extent of their own recognition of their heart space. Mending. Mending. Healing. Number 52. Mending. So yeah, there's definitely been like some breakage within this connection for you. Okay, let me get advice for you. Can I get advice for Leo? Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. One more. Advice for Leo. Nine of Swords. Page of Wands. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing this as you. Nine of Swords, Page of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of stress and anxiety and worry about having hope. Having hope for possibly what's being communicated, for the investment. You're looking towards the investment. With that Page of Wands, it's like, I would like to, but there is some stress and anxiety and worry. So I'm not seeing any definitives for you. I think it's possibly because it's unknown. It's going to put you into a state of like really thinking very deeply about this. Can I get a little bit more, Spirit? Four of Wands, Justice, Three of Wands. Yeah, there's this question of, is this correct? Is this relationship correct for my future? Three of Wands. This also could be you've waited a very long time to bring back that stability. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, right? This was a very solid pathway. This could have taken a long time for justice to occur in this situation. I mean, to bring balance. It also can be overthinking, not overthinking, but like just really deeply considering Do I want to open up myself to this investment? Is it correct for me? Is it correct for my future? So take it as it resonates for you, Leo. Very interesting. I hope that it helps you. Take care. Hey, Sag, hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and get into your energy and the person on your mind. I'm going to first take a look at you. Then I'll take a look at the other energy. And then what is the bridge between you? I'll also pull cards for the recent past. And then what is upcoming. At the end, I will get an oracle message and then advice. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Sagittarius and the person on their mind. Please allow any messages that are for the highest good of Sag to come through. Can I see messages for the highest good of Sagittarius and the person on their mind? So I'm looking at the current connection, what was in the recent past, and then what is upcoming, Spirit. Let's get two more for Sag and the person on their mind. Please keep in mind that energies can be reversed. And this doesn't necessarily have to be someone romantic. It is anyone that you are thinking about in terms of this reading. Let's do one more clean shuffle, Spirit. Messages for the highest good of Sag and the person on their mind. Maybe a little bit of what's the word? Like friction. Like things aren't like the most smooth right now. Let's see. Sag and the person on their mind. All right, for your energy, King of Wands. Knight of Wands. All right, that's your energy, Sag. Very fire. Very fire. Very lit up. Let's see the person on your mind. Death. Eight of Cups. There's some transformation taking place here. Also, potentially someone that is like emotionally detached. It's like drastically opposite of yours. Let me see what's the bridge between you. Five of Swords. There's some arguing. Potentially some self-sabotage on both sides. Let me see the recent past. Three of Pentacles. So there was cooperation and harmony and being on the same page. Collaborating. The Fool. Taking a leap of faith for a new beginning. Three of Wands. Looking towards the future. This can be a waiting element in terms of taking a leap of faith. Three of Wands. There also can be distance. Like physical distance or emotional distance, which I'm seeing in this energy. Let's see what's upcoming. Four of Wands, that's stability and relationship. Six of Pentacles, that's equal balance. And Three of Swords. Yeah, there's some pain here. There's some fear of rejection. Very interesting. I feel like, remember how I said there may be friction? That's what I'm feeling in the current moment. I'm feeling like there's been some kind of argument, some kind of friction. I'm going to definitely have to clarify. All right, let me first take a look at your energy. Let's see, King of Wands, Knight of Wands. So you're feeling very lit up, very passionate, very motivated. The King of Wands, they know exactly what they want and they go after it. With the Knight of Wands, very swift energy. Let me see your energy. Knight of Wands, King of Wands for Sagittarius. Knight of Wands, King of Wands for Sag. Let's do one more. Knight of Wands, King of Wands for Sag. Knight of Wands, King of Wands for Sagittarius. Ace of Swords. The Magician. Ten of Swords. This is very interesting. So a sharp truth. The Magician, Ten of Swords. Possibly a sharp truth about pain or about this ending, right? Death is over here, and then we have Ten of Swords in your energy. But something about that truth, it like lights you on fire. And then we have the Magician here. It's so interesting. Perhaps you've been manifesting truth regarding an ending. I want to take a look over here first before I say anything else about that. Show me Death, Eight of Cups for the person connected to Sag. Death, Eight of Cups for Sag. Yeah, the cards are sticking for you. Death, Eight of Cups. Perhaps there's a sharp truth that you gained that this manifestation was not correct. Let's see. Death, Eight of Cups. Knight of Wands. High Priestess. Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands is you. I'm seeing this energy attached to the Knight of Swords, and between you stands intuition and death. So perhaps you both energies know intuitively either that this needs to end, or that it needs to transform. I have to see more. Because death can also be transformation. Let me see the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. I feel like this may be a transformative, like a transformation that's taking place. One more for Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Temperance. Three of Cups. Strength. Okay, so I see, yeah, I'm seeing this more as there's healing taking place over an emotional connection. Three of Cups. It's taking strength. I don't know if this individual is walking away. I'm trying to determine, is this connection ending or is it transforming? I have elements of both. Let me see this argument. Let me see this Five of Swords between you. Could be argument, can be self-sabotage, and it's shared. Show me this Five of Swords. One more for the Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. The Hermit. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Can also be overthinking. But I feel like both energies are going within about, is this connection, is this cooperation, my wish fulfillment? It is aligned with my wisdom, with my experience, with what will bring me happiness. I don't know that this is romantic because you're showing me very low level. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, which can indicate friendship. It's just like lightness, light energy. So it's like both energies are going within about this connection. And let me see that Three of Swords. There's pain. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Let's do one more. Three of Swords. Three of Swords for Sag. King of Wands. That's you. The Devil. Five of Swords. I feel like you're showing me like it's been almost like a devilish pattern of yours, or a toxic trait, or a form of self-sabotage that you have, like this fear, deeply ingrained fear of rejection. And it's surrounding like this fear of pain, right? Which here you show me sharp truth about pain, right? And I think that self-sabotaging, it's almost like I'm manifesting feeling that pain, right? Because of this very deeply ingrained negative pattern of mine of the fear of rejection. So it's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy. But here you're claiming it and you're understanding that it can be a form of self-sabotage, and perhaps that it has been. Let me see the Six of Pentacles. So this is like the equal balance, equal give and take. This is reciprocity. Kind of like balancing the scales. Let me see the Six of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Nine of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been a lot of internal conflict about how to balance the scales, how to Hmm. I'm feeling that could be this energy here. Very interesting. A lot of overthinking, almost like whether they want to balance. But then in the outcome, I see the Four of Wands. Let me see this Four of Wands, which is stability. It's definitely like a balance, right? The Four of Wands. It's also relationship energy. One more Four of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles. And the Moon. I feel like what you don't see coming is that this connection will restabilize. That's what I see. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Moon. I feel like you don't see this coming yet. I think both energies are in it's almost like a state of internal conflict with that Five of Swords energy that is shared between you and the Hermit. You guys are both going deep within about whether this connection is, does it make you happy? Is it your wish fulfillment? This individual over here, Temperance, Strength, Three of Cups, like it would take my strength to heal this. We also have the High Priestess energy here that is shared between the two energies. So really going deep within. And what I feel like you don't see coming is that there is a restabilizing effect here. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, Four of Wands. And it's underneath the Moon. So I feel like you don't yet know. Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. You don't yet see the investment and the love. But it has been very difficult. It's been very painful. But judgment is coming in. So like awakening energy and understanding. I feel like both individuals are going through their own individual processes right now in the current moment. All right. I wasn't seeing this as romantic. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but there is that Four of Wands there, which represents, relationship, but doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. But it's connected to wish fulfillment, which makes me think it's more on the personal side. But definitely, I think some tension that's occurred, and both individuals are really going deep within to consider this connection, which I love. Hermit, High Priestess, that's beautiful energy. It's like, okay, let me really evaluate. Do I want to transform this, or do I want to walk away from it, right? Let's do one more oracle for Sag. Oracle message for Sagittarius. Never ending story, number 37. Yeah, I feel like here I'm seeing like, like the timer. I feel like it's like that self-set. So there's two different things I'm seeing off of this card. The timer, where it's like just kind of taking that time, right? Taking that time right now to really go deep within. And then the fairy on there, they look very defeated, and it's almost like that self-sabotaging behavior, like that devil energy, like it's never ending. But I feel like you're recognizing it. Both energies, that Five of Swords is shared. Both energies are recognizing like how they have engaged in self-sabotage on both their ends. Can I get one more on this? And then time to go in reverse. Yeah, it's like, am I going to do the same things, or am I going to change, right? Number 37 and number 45. And then bottom of the deck, observer. Yeah, I feel like you both are going deep, deep within to understand first and foremost yourself, which is good. And then potentially what to do in this connection. But what you don't see coming, the moon, is I do see a restabilizing effort here. Okay, let's get advice for you. Can I get advice for Sagittarius? Advice for Sagittarius. One more. Advice for Sagittarius. 3 cards of, I'm telling you, the energy is, I just feel like in a state of a lot of conflict. Advice for Sagittarius. Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Death. I feel like this is saying transform the way that you think about love, the way that you think about emotional vulnerability, the way that you think about emotionally giving to another. There needs to be a transformation there. All right? Transform the way that you think and make sense of giving of your heart. And what does emotional vulnerability mean? I feel like there's, I think I said, there's like a transformative effect taking place. And just understand that there's transformation happening within this connection in terms of Knight of Cups, like emotional vulnerability, the giving and receiving of one's heart. All right. All right, Sag. I hope that this helped you. Take care.